Good morning, everyone. I'm George, digital consultant at Digital CDL, and I welcome you to this third lesson of the second chapter of the course. In the US, during the same period when Taylor introduced scientific management, Elton Mayo laid the groundwork for an alternative organizational theory, the human relations model. This approach would later stand in contrast, even ideologically, to Taylorism and traditional organizational models. Mayo, originally an Australian psychologist and sociologist but a faculty member at Harvard, began his initial research in the US by examining employee turnover at a textile mill in Philadelphia. He observed that fostering a strong group dynamic with autonomy and responsibility led to higher productivity and reduced turnover rates. Subsequently, Mayo was invited to the Hawthorne plant by the Western Electric Company to study productivity. The findings from this research birthed the human relations theory, which challenges Taylorist principles. Specifically, Mayo's experiments emphasized the significant influence of emotional and human factors on productivity, factors largely overlooked in scientific management. He demonstrated that the enhanced performance of the workers in his study was less about changes in tangible work conditions, e.g., lighting, but more about feeling valued and observed by researchers, leading to increased focus and motivation. This observation is now known as the Hawthorne effect. Building on Mayo's work, Douglas McGregor, a researcher at MIT in Boston, explored management behaviors and introduced the renowned Theory X and Theory Y, two seemingly contrasting models that help elucidate managerial attitudes and leadership methods. Managers aligned with Theory X believe that individuals inherently dislike work and, unless supervised and coerced, will act in self-interest with minimal effort. Such individuals also prefer directives from superiors to avoid responsibility. Conversely, under Theory Y, managers hold the view that individuals don't inherently resent work. They see it as natural and potentially fulfilling, akin to the physical and mental exertion it demands. People, without external control, but driven by an intrinsic desire for quality work, can self-discipline to achieve outcomes. Their dedication is tied to the appreciation and rewards they receive, especially increased self-worth and opportunities for self-growth at work. Given the right environment, individuals learn responsibility and exhibit innovation and creativity in problem-solving. While Theory X and Theory Y seem diametrically opposed, both can be valid as they act as self-fulfilling prophecies. McGregor's central argument is that managerial preconceptions and anticipations shape leadership styles and organizational decisions, which subsequently profoundly influence worker behavior. Specifically, individuals under restrictive control frameworks, devoid of empowerment and discretion, tend to adopt opportunistic behaviors and exhibit a lack of commitment and responsibility, traits they would otherwise develop under a more encouraging organizational structure and managerial approach. In essence, it's the erroneous biases and attitudes of management, not inherent human traits, that underutilize the cognitive, emotional, and ethical capacities of workers. Another cornerstone of the human relations school is the exploration of needs and motivation to comprehend how to effectively inspire employees. Abraham Maslow introduced the concept of a needs hierarchy, often termed Maslow's pyramid. This hierarchy ranges from basic physiological and safety needs to more advanced ones like belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. Recognizing higher-tier needs only becomes possible after fulfilling basic ones, and consistently met needs lose their motivational power. Without a comprehensive grasp of individual needs, determining the right motivational triggers becomes challenging. Another pivotal understanding of motivation stems from Frederick Herzberg's distinction between hygiene and motivating factors. He pointed out that many company actions, believed to motivate employees, merely address hygiene aspects, like fair treatment or a safe work ambience. Meeting these needs might lead to quick habituation and doesn't necessarily motivate, though their absence can significantly demotivate. Genuine motivation arises from intrinsic motivators like professional pride, skill mastery, and the significance of one's contributions, factors innate to the job. The fulfillment of these intrinsic factors doesn't just satiate, it establishes a positive feedback loop, continually driving motivation. Thanks for watching. See you next week for Lesson 3.